What's up guys, Edmund here of Artistic Entertainment. I know I've been missing, but I'm back. And today I wanted to talk about the Macbook Neo. Let's get into it. So I've been using the Macbook Neo for a couple of months now, and I do like the device. When Apple first rolled it out, I was kind of on the fence about it because I really wasn't sure who Apple was trying to target with this device. But if I look at it from like more of a personal standpoint, like my personal life, then I could say that it is suited for people who are more casual users who just do things on the go, and people who don't really need to do a whole lot of strenuous activities on computers. And that's who I feel like it was for. Also, I feel like it is a device to where Apple is really flexing their technology as far as like their mobile chips, showing that you can run Mac OS on their mobile chips, which I already knew because their iPad Pros are really powerful enough to run programs that you would run on your iMac or your MacBook Pro devices. So I already knew that, and I'm pretty sure many of you all did know that as well. Now the design of this device it's not bad. The base model, a little questionable, and the reason why I say it's questionable with the base model is because there's no Touch ID on it, which I understand they're cutting costs. I get that, but I would have loved to see that the Touch ID maybe was put on the base model, and maybe they used like Face ID for the top tier MacBook Neo. I think that would have been pretty cool, seeing that it has a mobile chip, and I also think that it would hurt to have like cellular data on it, just in case it's needed. Which I know if you're in the airport, hop on the Wi-Fi, do your thing. But I think with cellular data, that probably wouldn't have been a bad thing. It just at least offer it to the customers. That's my thought on that. But I would love to have seen Face ID on it. I think it's time, Apple, to use Face ID on your products. The island is super cool on your iPhones. So I think that would have been a good selling point for it, but I'm just an average consumer, much like a lot of other people. But I do use things in a powerful way, so I do use more MacBook and iMacs, as you see behind me. The MacBook Neo, it's a pretty cool device. The design of it, I feel like could have been a little bit better if you ask me. And this is just me kind of nitpicking about it. It is lightweight. I do love the color variations. I decided to get the lime green one, and the keyboard on it feels really good. When I saw the MacBook Neo, I was thinking more like this is Apple's redemption for the MacBook that they came out with. And I can't remember the exact year that it came out, but for me personally, the MacBook, it had like these keys on it that were clacking. I think they call these like butterfly keys or something. And I really didn't like it. It didn't feel as good as the MacBook Neo computer does. And also with the design of the MacBook Neo, well, I would say even with the MacBook Airs, I noticed that they always put these ports on one side, which I do understand why they do it. And I know it's because like how it's built, but I would prefer to see like a port on the left and a port on the right to add a little bit more balance to the device. And also, like I say, Face ID, it's time, Apple. It's just time to do Face ID now on your devices. I think it'll be so cool, and people would really appreciate that. But using it in my personal life, it's cool. Just doing casual things, cool, no problem. Even in the business aspect of things, if you're using this strictly for like cloud-based things, then you wouldn't have a problem. And like if you're online and most of your work is online, like you're working in, I don't know, Google Workspace, or maybe you're handling all kind of other things strictly online, you shouldn't have a problem with this device. It should work without an issue as long as you're cloud-based. And a lot of people that I've talked to in the past state that they believe this is more like a Chromebook for Macs. And I couldn't disagree, because it definitely gives me that feel of like a Chromebook for Macs. But there are software on the device, as far as like from a business standpoint, that can give you some trouble. I know that Zoom works well on your mobile devices. It works well on this device, but I have noticed that there are times where it will hang up on your device. And like if you're on a call for so long, it will freeze the call. Like when you try to end it, it just won't end. It'll just kind of stay there a little bit. And then maybe after a couple of seconds or minutes, it will end. If you're using things like you're imaging it from like Jamf or Workspace ONE, imaging works great. Even if you're using security tools like Netscope, or maybe using VPNs like Global Protect or FortiClient, things like that, it does work well. As long as it's configured properly, you shouldn't see any hiccups with it at all. So if you guys are working with a company and you decide that you want to image the MacBook Neo so that people can use it, if you're doing cloud-based and you just have these security tools on there just to, for preventative measures, then I think this will work out just fine with no issues. But just putting things on a hard drive, some things, yeah, but I wouldn't try to put too many heavy applications on it, because you'll start noticing the differences in performance. So, but overall, I think the MacBook Neo is a pretty cool device. Like I say, me personally, I still am kind of on the fence about what the purpose is for this device. Because you got, like I say, iPads and stuff like that that use keyboards. iPads are more powerful than this device. But I just look at it as like, maybe it's a little flex for Apple just to show off their how powerful their mobile chips are. Maybe they'll come up with something different in the future for this line. I'm not sure, but I know for me personally, I'm probably not going to purchase any more of these type of computers. But let me know what you guys think about the MacBook Neo in the comment section below. Have you used it? Do you enjoy it? Are there some things that you would like to change about it? Because there are definitely some things I would like to change about it. Do you enjoy it? Are you a casual user or power user? Let me know in the comment section below. My name is Edmund of Artistic Entertainment. Until the next one, I'll talk to you soon. Oh yeah, another thing, I just wanted you guys to know, if you do enjoy art, original art, and original music, you can check me out on social media. These are my handles here below. I am on SoundCloud as well, so you can check out some music there. If you want to collaborate with me, head over to my website at artisticentertainment.com. Let's talk about some things and let's get some projects going. Let's work together. But until the next one, guys, talk to you soon.